there's this accountability factor that has been lacking within my trading journey that I realized was the purpose of my YouTube, was to keep me accountable for the goals that I had set for myself. And I know that if I match my consistency with accuracy as it relates to entering and exiting trades, as well as honoring my risk management, which is all documented in this business plan, that I will do what I think I need to do. I know I said I was going to use ICT. I'm using ICT again. I found that it works for my brain really well. As part of the YouTube accountability, I'm going to be making summaries of what I'm learning from the ICT to make sure that I actually accomplish the ICT series. Like, I need to finish the series ASAP because I stopped myself from trading so that I can finish the entire series. I don't know how vulnerable I should be about these things, but this is an important part of the process, because when you realign to the why, then every other detail about your entries and your stops and all that good stuff, your conviction about your rules, it means more. Again, I am so grateful for everyone interested in what it is that I have to say. I'm also hoping to Jesus Christ that this isn't muted, because if it's muted, then I'm going to fall apart. Oh, thank God, I see the mic moving. I know I have been very inconsistent, and you know, in life, you have choices you make about what you want and what you don't want, or like if you want something, how you show up for it. And you know, trading kind of makes you go crazy because, like, am I crazy? Like, am I like qualified to do this? Like, can I actually do this? And honestly, it's all about what you believe about yourself and what you believe about what you can do. And so I think I have had to reaffirm myself in the fact that I think I can actually do this, and I've seen results. But like, if I put the results with the consistency, then I know I will be really, really proud of myself. And yeah, it's been a fun journey. I'm so grateful, genuinely. I'm excited about what's next. I'm excited I'm making this video. I'm excited that, you know, it's a new beginning, and I'm realigning myself to the goals I set out for myself at the beginning of 2025. You know, and time flies. I think it's just also a testament to, like, if you want something, go get it, and be relentless in pursuing it. And of course, try to do it with people, try to do it with community, which is why I'm making YouTube videos, so that people can be a part of what this is, and hopefully you guys can share too. Make your YouTube videos, tell me what you're going through and how you're experiencing and all the things. I don't even have an agenda for this. Let's just like get into it. It's Yaz, and I was documenting my journey to becoming a profitable day trader. And you know, life has been lifing over the last year. I have been in school for the last year, and you know, that took up a lot of time and energy, so that I couldn't really dedicate as much time as I wanted to trading, and I couldn't perfect the skill set. And when I started trading, I kind of just jumped into it, you know. I jumped into it because I was like, I can learn and I can do it at the same time, because that's how I learn best. But that wasn't really smart because my risk parameters were unclear. The vision that I had for trading was unclear. The requirements that I needed to enter into a position or exit were unclear. Like, I was just a hot mess, and it developed some poor habits as it relates to like me trading. So I, you know, had an epiphany that like I needed to kind of reset and reset how I was thinking about my trading, and I don't know, put together an actual like business plan so that I could approach it with the kind of rigor that it deserves. You know, if I want to be a successful day trader, if I want to be a day trader professionally, then I actually need to like create a business plan and structure it in such a way that I would do with my previous roles. Like, I was in management consulting, I tried investment banking, and within those two roles, I had a lot of different opportunities to do a lot of great things, but I always came in with a mindset of this needs to be done really well, with like a lot of excellence, because I know I'm going to have to answer to my manager, my senior manager, my managing director, like whoever it was I was going to have to answer to. I needed to explain myself, and so the kind of thoroughness is required for this for trading. If I want to be successful in trading, if I want to consider it a professional career, then I need to treat it as diligently as I treated my role, even though there's no one above me asking me how I'm doing. And so there's this accountability factor that has been lacking within my trading journey that I realized was the purpose of my YouTube, was to keep me accountable for the goals that I had set for myself. Initially, I was just genuinely documenting my journey, but I realized that having an accountability structure actually supports you in achieving the goals that you want to achieve, whether it's if you want to run a marathon, or if you want to lose weight, if you want to be successful in trading, if you want to apply to your MBA program. Like, there's always a benefit to having people around you who's going to ask you, what did you do? Why did you do it? And what do you need to do next to make sure that you continue to progress? So because I hadn't had this accountability structure in place, with forethought and strategy, I obviously didn't accomplish as much as I wanted to accomplish, because it's easy to not do things that you say you'll do because you're the only one asking yourself. But if there's a structure outside of you, a person outside of you that is ensuring that you accomplish certain goals, then obviously you become more successful. So with that being said, I am going to use this YouTube channel as an accountability structure for me to make sure that I am progressing as much as I need to progress in the goals that I have as it relates to trading, and honestly, whatever else. So as it relates to trading, I created a business document and I pulled from a couple of sources and created a document that I am happy to talk through. And I'm happy to share this with anybody who, who might want it. Like, as part of this business document, this business plan, I am perfecting my learning. And I know I said I wasn't going to use ICT. I'm using ICT again. I found that it works for my brain really well. And I found immediate results in the last year, even though I wasn't as consistent. I know that if I match my consistency with accuracy as it relates to entering and exiting trades, as well as honoring my risk management, which is all documented in this business plan, that I will do what I think I need to do. As part of the YouTube accountability, I'm going to be making summaries of what I'm learning from the ICT to make sure that I actually accomplish the ICT series. Like, I need to finish this series ASAP because I stopped myself from trading so that I can finish the entire series. And then after I'm finished with the entire series, I make a video for every month, making a quick summary of what I learned so that it just gels in my brain, because whenever you have to teach something, you understand it more. And I'm not necessarily teaching you guys. I'm just like explaining what I understood so that when I'm in the markets, like, I'm able to, perform. So I'm going to talk through this business document. And then as part of my business document, as an output of me accomplishing my trading goals, I'm going to make videos of what I'm learning in ICT. Okay, so let me share my screen for this business plan. This is a version of what I've been working through to make sense of my trading goals. So it's a business plan, June 2025. It's in progress currently. And this is a table of contents, and it's linked to different parts of the document. I'm not complete with it. I'm like maybe 60% of it complete, maybe 50 to 60%. But the most important things are in progress, and they're going to be fleshed out once I finish the ICT series. So I'm going to go to the mission structure. Basically, you talk about your vision, your mission statement, your timeline, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And so this is all about, the foundation of why you're doing what you're doing, where you see yourself going, the kind of milestones that you want to reach by certain dates. And then being really honest with yourself about what strengths you have, what weaknesses you have, opportunities for growth, and any threats that could actually stop you from achieving your goals. So yeah, there's the mission structure. I have my own reasons for why I want to do this, and I basically want to develop generational wealth and be able to give generously, have kingdom generosity. So I feel like that's my personal motivation, is to really set up those who are going to come after me. I don't know how vulnerable I should be about these things, but this is an important part of the process, because when you realign to the why, then every other detail about your entries and your stops and all that good stuff, your conviction about your rules, it means more. So the next is resources. And so what tools and services you'll be using. So you're like Wi-Fi, your brokers, what else? How are you going to journal? What templates are you going to use? Excel or Tradezilla, whatever. How are you going to be accountable? What community you're going to join? And then for planning, you have to have an action plan. So like how you're going to operate and manage your trading business, addressing like activities that contribute to your success in trading, but are not exactly like your trade book, So like when you're going to wake up, or what educational plan are you going to accomplish? How are you going to flesh out the rules that you have for entering and exiting trades, your risk management, like just like your trade station, those kinds of details need to be fleshed out. So there's that. For the educational plan, I had a little monthly view of how I wanted to progress, and I know how many hours it'll take to get through all of the content, but that's like if I did no breaks. And that does not include summary videos of what I learned for each month. And so I basically, this is what this week is to make significant progress in completing the ICT 2016 mentorship, because that is a mentorship that helped me find immediate results with order blocks and liquidation pools and fair value gaps and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is a timeline that is being adjusted, but I think making this video is making it more real that like I have to accomplish this by a certain date so that I can make the videos and progress, so that I can actually start trading again. And then for psychological skills, well, these are mechanical and technical skills. Like, what skill set are you going to use? Of course, you can trade using any strategy, but what is most important is your psychology. And so, what psychological books am I going to read? I have a reading list as part of another document. I have to link it here, but there are some books that I have to make a book summary of one of the books that is really, really impactful for trading, like psychology. And I want to talk through that as well. So basically the educational plan for mechanical and technical skills, and then for your psychological skills, and then some of the trading rules that you have. These are rules that are defined outside of market hours when you have a clear head and you're not under pressure or stress. These are supposed to protect us so that when we are in a high emotional state or high pressure state, we do not continue to trade with greed, fear, or FOMO, but you actually are stopping yourself from ruining your account. So these are rules that I have not fleshed out 100%. And maybe that'll be another discussion, is just like how I'm thinking about how to control myself when I'm in those states, because I've had days when I've made 1,000 and I lost 1,000 and then made 1,000 again. And that completely is not good for your psychology. And then objectives that you have, so like setting daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly goals, ensuring that you're making progress on them. How are you going to make them specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based SMART goals? I have not gotten this far within the document. And then you can put trading rules as part of the objectives or like as part of the planning, but it's in both. Honestly, I think I'll put it in the planning, so I'll get rid of this. But and then you have your trade books, like your money and risk management, your strategies and patterns, your trade management. And so this was inspired by the Red Beer Bulls. I think that's Beer Bull traders, that they have an infographic about like how to manage your business plan, how to create a business plan, and I just put it in a Word document and made it my own, so I can share that as well. But you're gonna document why you would be entering into a position, what you're looking for, how you're defining your risk management. Like that's in line with your mechanical and technical skill set, but also in line with your risk management parameters. And then how you manage your trade when you're inside of the trade. And then, these are kind of like a personal playbook about what products I'm going to trade, times I'm going to trade, what preparation I need to do in terms of like marking up my charts. Again, requirements for trading, entering the trades, how I'm managing my risk. This was like a document that I put together by myself, but I'm going to integrate it into the larger business plan once I'm done with the training with ICT, so that I know that I'm thinking about it holistically. And then also trade review. How am I going to make time in my day to reflect on the kind of trades that I made? So that's in progress, and then I have miscellaneous links and thoughts over here. So this is the plan that I'm putting together to hold myself accountable to the goals that I have. And again, I am so grateful for everyone interested in what it is that I have to say. I'm also hoping to Jesus Christ that this isn't muted, because if it's muted, then I'm going to fall apart. Oh, thank God, I see the mic moving. Okay, cool. Well, listen, I'm so grateful. It's Yaz. I am documenting my journey to becoming a profitable day trader. It's been a minute, but I haven't gone anywhere, and I'm gonna hold myself accountable through this YouTube channel. That is the purpose of this channel. And so I'm grateful that you're here. I hope you stay along for the ride. I would love to hear what you're doing and how you're thinking about your training, or what other goals you have. I also want to run a marathon. I'm probably not going to put this in. What other goals that you have? I want to do other things with my health and fitness and relationships. And I think just having an accountability structure, having someone to be like, how are you doing? Are you actually achieving your goals? And if you're not, why not? So that, you can do what you want to do and live your life, accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Be great. Don't like yield to fear. Don't give in to fear. Don't give in to insecurity. Like, you got to dig deep for these kinds of things, because these aren't given to you on a silver platter. These are things that are earned, and that mean that like, this is like the meat of life. Like, what do you actually want? What are you going to do to get there? And what are you going to get rid of in your life to make sure that you get there? So yeah, blessings. I'm super grateful. I'm excited to see what's next. And yeah, it's going to be good. And I actually love talking. I don't know why I don't talk more. That's probably the issue. I'm not making progress because I'm not making YouTube videos as consistently as I need to be. But anyway, love you guys. Super grateful for you. Please let me know where you are, what you're doing, and I don't know, anything you think I should keep in mind as well. Give me your thoughts. All right, have a great day. Talk to you soon. But yeah, I just know the best is yet to come. But let's see.